Hello everyone, I am back with another video, and today I'm going to talk about my monthly update. Since I started creating content on YouTube, it's been an entire month and I thought about just sharing my monthly progress with you guys and let you know how did I do it this month. Yes. So the very first thing I want to talk about here is I have my notes here, so I was just looking at there. So the very first thing was related to my own physical health. Yes, and I have this goal for myself where I want to be active and I want to be physically healthy over the long period of time. And I have this goal for so long, for months and years that I never consistently pursued it. So what I did this month was, since I started creating the content on YouTube, I gave myself a deadline that with this I should also start biking, you know, on the weekends. So very first 2 weeks of this month, I did the biking on the Sundays, and it's about 5 miles, and I have really beautiful lake in my neighborhood, and I every Sunday start biking from my home to the lake and then come back. It it's around 1.5 hours, so that's when I started, and then last 2 weeks I've been doing this for 2 days a week. So now I'm doing cycling for Saturday and Sundays. So this is the very first thing in my monthly report, which is related to my own physical health. Now everything else is going to be related to my professional or personal uh, education goals. So let me share my screen, and I'm going to show you guys how many things I was able to achieve this month. So first thing I want to share here is my own blog. Now, I had this domain for quite a while, and I never actually made my blog uh, live. And this month, I gave myself a deadline that I should make a blog, publish it, and at least write one article. So I want to improve my written communications also. So you can you can go to JBaba.dev and you can read about my first blog. And my first blog is about my first company, which spectacularly blew up because of my stupid mistakes. Yes, and these are you can read about all this in here. How did I fail and all the nitty-gritty details here. Yes, and you can learn something out of this, and you might not doing this. You might not end up doing the same mistakes which I did. So this is the first thing I was able to complete last month. The next month, in the same month, I was able to complete my own portfolio websites. Now you can just look at here and you can clearly say that these are the things which I've been working on my professional career, or my personal career. So I wanted to build out this website which showcases what are the things I've been doing and which companies I've been working for the past couple of years. So this is what the website I built out, and this gives me a demo to potentially new customer or new company who wants to hire me. So that was another goal for me where I wanted to build my portfolio website. So, and if you can just look at this website, and I try to learn the new UI and UX design technologies, and I try to dabble into that front end experience. How do you build the products which visually looks good and engages your customers in? Yes, so one of the goals for myself was to also learn this technology and try to build really good UI. Now this is another product which I was working on, and this is an famous Indian sofa, and this is very well known for the outdoor seating. And I thought about, why don't I just make this product from one of my family members, import it into the United States, and I would sell it for some profit. Yes, and I wanted to experiment the social media, not the social media, but I wanted to experiment on this e-commerce platform where I create some product and try to sell something. And if I do it, then as an entrepreneur, I want to learn two things: build the products, yes, and sell products. So if I can do this and I can learn those skills, it would help me in future for another my products. Yes, so that's the learning goal for this product. Now, another thing I was able to wrap up this month was this quantum computing essay. Now, what is this about? Now, if you guys have been following technologies, then the quantum computing is another upcoming technologies in few years where uh, how right now we use classical computers. Our mobile and our laptops are classical computers, and scientists are working on this new technology, which would theoretically improve the performance of all the computers. So this is a really good article where it explains algorithms, equations related to the quantum computing systems, and it gives you a brief overview of the history of how the classical computer was created and what would the problems they are solving, and if we are successfully able to solve the quantum computing, then what are the problems the quantum computing going to solve. So 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 the scientists are already working on the programming languages for the quantum computing, and if you go through this essay, then you will be able to understand how those things work. So this is just for my learning purpose, because I want to be up to date with the market, and if new technologies are coming in, I want to build the knowledge for myself so I can have an overview of this technology market. Yes. So this is just my personal goal, or my personal education goal for the new upcoming technologies. Now, next thing I did was this one. Now, if you just look at here, this is the Bootstrap page. I put it onto the Ripple platform, and this is a copy of this my landing page. And why did I do this? Because if any of you out there want to create a beautiful landing page which is responsive and scales to any devices, then you can just come here. This is the URL, ripple.com at JBaba and slash product commission page, and you can just copy paste the code from this section and use it, you know use it for your own products. And this is another thing which I was able to achieve this month. Now, the last thing which I want to let you guys know is this is a Cryptozone tutorial. Now, this is specifically for the Ethereum blockchain, and this is another new tech field where a lot of smart developers are moving in, and they are creating really good products. So smart contract is really relatively new concept, and it has a new programming language called Solidity. And I want to learn that programming language, and one of the goal going forward in the upcoming few months should be for me should be also write a really small prototype, which works with Solidity and this Ethereum smart blockchain, and try to make something out of it. Yes, so I can understand the whole picture of the understand the whole picture of production chain. How does the product work on this blockchain, and how you can deploy it? Yes, this is for just another one of this. This is another one of those things where I just want to learn the technology myself, because the technology market changes rapidly in our technical fields, our tech fields. So this is an educational purpose for me, where I invest it today and it compounds over the time, and it helps me in the future, where eventually I can use it for my professional career or my personal career. Yes. So I think this is it, guys. And if I compare this month with my previous month, then it was really good, because last month uh, I was wasting my times watching stupid movies and doing social media activities and all those things. Yes, and and this month I started actively working on my craft, my applications. I start writing blogs and start creating the content on the YouTube. Then I would say I'm really productive compared to my previous month. So this was the video, guys. And if you like this video, hit that like button. Subscribe and shoot me a comment, and do you guys like this content or not? Yes. And with that, I'll see you tomorrow with brand new video. Bye, guys.